Let's clear this and look at the pencil tool. It's right below the pen tool. And in traditional comics, there would be a person who would do your pencils and then a separate person who would do the inks using a pen tool or, an actual pen. And then there would be a person to do the colors, and then there would be a person to do the letters, and then so a large team to kind of allow the comic to be made at a very fast speed because one person doing a 22 page comic a month with all that, letters, coloring, and art is a lot of work and story. So that's why they broke it up. But nowadays, uh, you have so many different ways you can make comics, and you don't have to necessarily do your sketching in pencil. You can use the pen tool. I tend to use the pen tool for my sketching because I don't know, I like it. I'm more used to it. And it really depends on your process and if you're working with other people or if you're doing it all yourself. And you can even, like, especially now with digital, but like, you can have your pages actually finished with pencil or color or crayon type materials or paints or whatever. There's no reason to limit yourself to inks for the most part, unless, like I said, that's the format you're working in. Like if you're working for a major studio and they say you turn in your work in ink, then you're probably going to have to go along with that to a degree. So these are very similar in a sense to the pen in the way that they're set up. There's different looks to each of these. I'm not going to do every one, but like you get the point that they can also be modified, and they also have these sub modifications you can make, and that you can bring to the main window by just clicking the eyeball as well. So these are all pretty much the same. So I'm not going to go over them again. But in addition to these pencils, you also have pastels, which includes crayons. And if you use colors, this can give you some really neat looks. So, yeah, and you can again modify the texture. This is included on this menu just because it's like something you may want to modify with a crayon. I guess it kind of is a more common idea to modify the texture of a crayon. But remember, like all this can be brought to this menu. You can modify any of these. Yeah, so play around with these and don't feel like constrained, especially if you're doing this for your own storytelling, to use a tool in a specific way that it's been used in the past. I think that's something that I'm really excited about by modern digital comics is that there's really no rules about how a tool is supposed to be used. Yes, there's like a standardized way that it's been used, but you can always modify these and kind of explore the edge of storytelling with them.